Hello, nieces and nephews. Look at this market. Market didn't do a damn thing. It didn't do a damn thing. Closed relatively around the same as last Friday. The lows were pretty close to each other last Friday in today's market. Why? Why didn't it do anything? Well, guys, something we have to remember is a lot of times when we have big catalysts coming up. For example, we got PPI tomorrow. Uncle Powell speaks tomorrow at 10 a.m. The day after that, we got CPI. When we got big catalysts coming in like that, the market tends to wait. Think of it as the calm before the storm. It's actually a good thing because a lot of time, the days heading up to these big data days, when you see the market not doing a damn thing, it's a big sign that the market will likely do something on that day. The market's consolidating, it's contracting, getting ready for expansion. It's consolidating, building strength so that it can eventually give us that directional multi-level move, whether it's up or down, the tradable moves. A lot of time when the market is chopping, it's tough to trade it. So context matters. You got to pay attention to these stuff. You guys can see here, it was pretty similar. You look at the action from Friday, look at the action from today, pretty similar action. Okay? Like I said, why is it doing that? It's because, in my opinion, the market is getting ready to make a big move when PPI, Uncle Powell speaks, and CPI get released. Okay? If you guys are wondering what the heck's going on, that is what's going on. The market is getting ready to make a move. But during this time, was this any tradable move for today? Well, we had one setup, which was the breakdown of this 521.6 level. One setup. And it dropped all the way down to 519.7. That's a decent level-to-level move, or a little bit more of a level-to-level move. But it was a decent move intraday. But as you guys can see, that's all the market gave us. If you missed it, wasn't much else to trade unless you were scalping. Because like I said, the market is getting ready to make some big moves, possibly tomorrow and Wednesday. So we got to be ready, know the levels and know the setups. That's why Uncle's making this video today. Okay? We had some good stuff, not with the SPY, but we had some good stuff with META. So this was today for META. For more upside, 475.5 must clear to put 477, 480 in play. That was the bull case. And in the bear case, if 474 and 472.6 fail as support, we had lower targets. You look at META, look where it opened. It opened around 472.5-ish, broke down 470, going as low as 463. That's a $7 move to the downside. We had a nice one with Tesla as well. I wrote here 170 is first resistant. If it clears, we had higher targets in play. Then I had 168.8 failed, looked to show with lower targets in play. The market cleared 170 and just smashed all the way up to 175.4 before pulling back. Sometimes the market just gives you one good move. Sometimes that's all we can do is take what the market gives us. And that's the beauty of the market as well, is that it's fair. It's fair. How is it fair when the big money's winning all the time and small money is losing all the time? Well, the thing about this market is that it rewards you on your good decisions, but it definitely makes you pay on your bad decisions. It's fair because of that. You make good decisions, you won't always get good results, but you'll get more good results than you get bad when you start making better decisions. Because nothing's guaranteed in trading, just like nothing's guaranteed in life. You can do all the right things in life. In some way, somehow, bad shit happens. Shit happens in life. Shit happens in trading. But it doesn't mean you shouldn't do your best to make those good decisions. It's all about the odds. You're trying to increase your odds to get good results by following a system. by taking and having self-accountability. Wow. If you don't have self-accountability in trading, you will not make it. If you got a sense of entitlement attitude in the market, you will not make it. You want to blame everybody else, you will not make it until you take full control. Increase your knowledge. Surround yourself with the right people, etc. Anyways, guys, we got some big events coming up. And yes, the market's been acting shitty, but I don't think it's going to last that much longer. We got PPI, Uncle J Powell, and CPI coming up, and I think we're going to get some reaction. So let's get ready to focus on what's really important. First things and foremost, Uncle's been talking about chops, so there's usually a chop range, right? And you can see how Friday and today's action was very similar. It's not 100% mirror on the wall similar, but overall similar. It didn't go nowhere, okay? However, we see the range here. Around 522.7-ish, all the way down to 519.5-ish. That's the range I'm going with. 522.7 down to 519.5 with 521 as the middle range. Changing this level down to 521. Why? Why am I changing to 521? Well, dark pool levels, baby. 520.95, but we'll round it to a round number. I like my round numbers. So that's the range. 522.7. You can round it to 523 if you feel better. All the way down to 519.5. That is the chop range, and that is the range that needs to break in order to end this choppiness, the contraction, give us that expansion. If 519.5 breaks down, I would target 518.3-ish. That's based on the triangle pattern as support and the fib level. If that level breaks down, bears take control. We got a big false breakout setup on our hand based on the larger time frame. And we can go back test that 50 daily moving average, and obviously below that would be very bearish. However, if we stay above 521, that's the dark pool level, and clear 522.7, today's high, top of the range, that would be bullish. With the next fib level at 524.6, and then 526, 528, and 530 plus in play. Guys, you know the chop range. You know the levels. You know the setups. Tomorrow, let's trade it unbiasedly like a sheep with the right mindset. The right mindset, the right attitude. Triple Q, couple of setups here. Couple of interesting things we're seeing here. Got that blue trend line that we barely broke out last week, but it did serve as resistance. Today, reversal. That level served as support. Okay? So it changed from resistance to support. That's worth noting. In order to cancel that, though, it has to break down 441.5. 441.5 is based on a fib level and that blue trend line, that blue down trend line, okay? We also have an inside candle setup here with the chop range, or the mother candles range, being 444.3 down to 440.5. So based on that setup, to be bullish, 444.3 must clear to put 446 or higher in play. 448, 448, 449.3, and so on. To be bearish, 441.5 and 440.5 based on the mother candles low must break down to be bearish, putting 438 or lower in play. All right? Got some big news, big events coming out. Let's hope it gives us some nice volatility, guys, to trade. And NVDA hasn't, despite this is a volatile stock, guys, intraday, but despite that, it's just been closing relatively around the same area, not breaking down or clearing any critical levels just yet. So it's still overall the same. 904.6 and 906 must clear to give us those beautiful moves to the upside. It's been working intraday, but not much on the daily chart. As far as the downside go, the two critical levels that need to break down is 900 and 890. Those levels gotta break down, and 890 and 888, excuse me, 888. Those levels gotta break down to be overall bearish. All right. Tesla, beautiful intraday move on Tesla, but overall just chopping as well between fib levels. To be overall bullish, I need to see it above 176, and to be overall bearish, I need to see it drop back below 168.8. Anything in between is bearish. Anything in between is noise. Yeah, more levels. Subscribe to my Substack. It's free. Meta, well, it's only free 1 day a week, guys. Only free 1 day a week. Meta broke down the fib level, 472.6. Nice false breakout setup here. Today going as low as 462.8-ish. Can the bears keep up momentum? If they want more downside, they got to break down 467, 465. Today's low would be great. 462.8. Breaking that down would be bearish. Putting 459 or lower in play. All right. We need that false breakdown setup. Put the odds in our favor. It's not guaranteed, but put the odds in our favor. We need that false breakdown setup. That means clearing and recapturing 468, 470, and especially 472.6. That's the critical one. 472.6 recaptures. Then maybe we'll be a little more bullish on Meta. IWM inside candle setup here. 203.6 to 206.6 is the chop range. If 204.3 and 203.6 failed, that would be bearish. If 205.7 and 206.6 clears, that will be bullish. Put in 207.2, 209, and 211.8 in play. Apple, before we get too bullish on this stock, it just retested a down trend line, guys. And there was selling pressure. We got the third touch. If there is a breakout, it needs to get above 187 and 188.2 for the breakout to be legit or official. All right. If it's a rejection, to take it more serious, 185. Okay, 185. 183.7. Those two levels need to fail to showcase selling strength. Put in 181.7, 179.2 or lower back in play. AMD still respecting this down trend line, guys. For bullish, for bearish follow through. Breakdown of 150, 148, and 146.5 is needed, possibly to give us that lower low. All right, if it's a breakout, 153.6 needs to clear to put 156 or higher in play. Google tried to buy. It was a gap down, but it bounced. If 171 can clear, 173.7 or higher is in play. All right, supports at 169.8 and 167. If those levels fail, pullback time to the downside. Here is Microsoft. Closed a little lower than it did last week. If there's gonna be more selling pressure, 411.8 and 49 needs to break down to push this stock back to the downside. It's around 414. That's one of my levels, but it got to get above that 414 level and clear 415.7 to get us more upside up to 417, 418.3 or higher. All right. Amazon broke down that fib level at 179. That's been defending as support, but it finally not 179, at 186.6. It was defending as support. Finally got to close below it. If it's a trap, it's got to get back above 186.6. Follow through 188 and 190 needs to clear to put a test up to 192.3 or higher in play. But if it's below 186.6, that's not a bullish sign. That could be a bearish sign. Follow through would be to break down 185 to trigger a move back to the downside, possibly all the way back down to 179. All right. Here is BA, not going anywhere, still consolidating, but look like a move is coming soon. If 177.5 breaks down, 176, 173, and 170.4 will be in play. If it's to the upside, if the market maker want to push us back to the upside, 180, 181.5 needs to clear to put 183, 184.6 or higher in play, guys. And here is Bitcoin. Looks like it's bouncing. You see how it's respecting that fib level? That's at 60.5K. Looks like it's bouncing. And to take it more serious, it needs to clear the next fib level, 63.1K. If that clears, bullish, guys. We could be heading up to 65.1K or higher. For this to be a dead cat bounce, it is testing this fib level as resistant. So to take it more serious, 62K, 60.5K, those two levels need to fail to get bearish. Okay, here's a dark pool level, 520.95 was where most of the activity was. 1.3 billion in premium. Interesting. Let's see what the flows are showing. There's 100K premiums or above, and it is bullish heading into PPI and Jerome Powell speaking. What does Triple Q? Triple Q is bullish as well. IWM bullish. Meta's bearish though. NVDA is bullish. Tesla's bearish. Getting mixed reactions here. Apple is bullish. AMD is bearish. Google is bullish. Microsoft is bullish. Did I get AMD already? Yes, I did. Amazon is bullish. And BA. Oh, don't tell me we malfunction. All right. Ben. I don't know what's going on with the server, man. I'll never leave you, though. All right, guys. Peace. Have a good one.